Basically, what got me into sport, I mean, I've played sports all my life since I was really young. So I've just always loved sports. I've loved KU since I can remember. My dad actually played golf at KU from 80 to 84. Is that right? I think that's about right. 81 to 84, something like that. And so it's just always been in my head like, oh, I want to go to KU. I love the campus, just loved everything. Um, but I had no idea really what I wanted to do with my life. And then just kind of searching on the education website for KU, I came across sports management and was like, well, this is the perfect fit. I love sports and I love just everything about athletics. So it seemed to be a perfect fit for me. I'm the assistant commissioner for the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference. I deal mostly with operations for our championships as well as sport communications. So I do all of the social media for the KCAC as well as updating the website with press releases, making sure the schedule and the rankings for all sports are just up to date. Um, Typical day or week, it changes so much. Mondays are usually my busiest days. We have our players of the week that happen on Mondays. So for today, I did football, men's, women's soccer, volleyball, and I'll also do men's and women's basketball because that just started last week for us. So um, it kind of changes just depending on the week. With our fall championships starting up at the end of this week, I'm dealing with our all conference awards, working with the coaches, just trying to get all their nominations and votes in for that, um, as well as creating championship programs for soccer and for volleyball. And those will be done tomorrow because our last games are tomorrow. So kind of busy with that. So yeah, it definitely changes week to week, day to day, just depending on what's going on. So. Well, we have 12 schools, 12 member schools, so it's definitely not playing favorites as opposed to, when I worked at KU in their media relations department, it was all KU all the time. Like I had a plethora of photos and stuff to do just with KU. But at the conference level, you have to be wary of, if I use an action photo, Friends University is Tabor College going to be mad? And kind of all that. So it's just a little bit different of not playing favorites as opposed to just focusing on one school. I'm focusing on 12 or 20 different sports, so it's a little bit different. I think a huge thing for anybody wanting to get in really any field, but specifically athletics, I mean, you have to get as much experience at different things as you can, whether it's, an event in the city or town you're in, a local school that's there in your town, even a conference. I mean, we're always looking for volunteers for our championship events because it takes an army to run it. So definitely getting your foot in the door just in volunteering around your town or city is a huge deal. The other thing, once you start, volunteering for those or doing internships or whatever you're doing, those connections between who your boss or who your superior is to any other type of job is huge. I mean, I would not be where I am today if it were not for the connections I've made along the way. Huh, there's so many. I I always go back to in my media relations days there. My favorite game I ever worked and the hardest game I have ever worked was the final KU Missouri showdown. I was sitting on courtside, right across from KU's bench on the very, very end, um, doing stats. I don't remember what I was doing, keeping minutes, I think, for all the players. And it was just the most insane game I've ever been a part of. And I couldn't show emotion because that's what you do when you're in sports. You just can't, especially being courtside, you can't show any emotion. So I was there tapping a pen. I felt like I was going to be sick. no, like stone cold face. It was the hardest thing, but it was incredible. It was so much fun. Um, Other than that, outside of just working, I mean, just being on campus in general is new and different every single day. So I just loved being there and going with friends to KU games, football, basketball, whatever, and Lawrence in general. I mean, Mass Street was just the best place to be and so much fun. So I think, I mean, there's so many different stories I could tell, and it would take all day. But I mean, I just loved being there, and I miss it every day. I even have a shirt. I don't have it on today, but I have a shirt that says I miss Lawrence. So I wear that as often as I can because I just love going back there. So